Welcome to the Methodcast, where we break down the hidden patterns shaping our lives, our decisions, and our habits. Today, we're talking about something that most people don't even question: the way society conditions us to see pornography. From movies to social media, from casual jokes to scientific arguments, we're constantly bombarded with messages that shape how we think about porn. And here's the twist: what if everything we've been told about porn is a lie? What if the very ideas that make quitting seem impossible are actually just delusions, designed to keep people hooked? Today, we're using the easy peasy method to uncover how deep this brainwashing goes, and more importantly, how to break free. Let's start with the most common message out there: porn is normal. You hear this everywhere, in movies, in music, in conversations with friends. It's treated like an everyday thing, something that everyone does. And the underlying message: if you don't watch porn, you're the weird one. This alone keeps people trapped. Nobody wants to feel like an outsider, so they conform. They tell themselves, well, if everyone's doing it, it must be fine. But here's the thing: just because something is common doesn't make it good. If we applied the same logic to smoking in the 1950s, people would still be lighting up cigarettes on airplanes, convinced that it was just part of life. And that brings us to another lie: porn is harmless. This is what we're told by mainstream media, by sex positive influencers, even by some psychologists. They say it's just entertainment, that it helps with stress, that it's even healthy. But look at the evidence. Porn addiction is destroying relationships, mental health, and even sexual function for millions of people. The easy peasy method exposes the truth. Porn doesn't relieve stress, it creates it. It doesn't enhance relationships, it isolates people. It doesn't improve sex, it kills real desire. And yet, the industry wants you to believe the opposite. Why? Because the more you believe it's harmless, the less likely you are to quit. Now, let's talk about something deeper: the way porn is sold as freedom. This is where the brainwashing gets really sneaky. We live in a world that tells us that sexual expression equals empowerment, that watching porn is a personal choice, a way to express your independence. And if you ever question it, you're called repressed, old-fashioned, or even anti-sex. But here's the question nobody asks: if watching porn is a choice, why does it feel so hard to stop? Why do so many people feel like they can't quit, no matter how much they want to? Real freedom means having control. Addiction is the opposite of freedom. And the porn industry, they love this illusion of freedom because it keeps people watching. They don't have to convince you directly, society does it for them. Movies glamorize porn use, making it seem like an unavoidable part of modern life. Comedians joke about it, normalizing it even further. Even health professionals sometimes dismiss concerns, saying it's not a real addiction. And just like that, millions of people stay trapped. Not because they want to be, but because they've been convinced that quitting isn't necessary. Another powerful message that keeps people stuck is the idea that porn is a safe alternative to real intimacy. This one is huge. It plays on people's insecurities, their fear of rejection, their struggles with relationships. The idea is simple: why risk real emotional vulnerability when you can just watch porn? It's effortless, it's instant, and it gives a short-term illusion of satisfaction. But here's what Easy Peasy reveals: porn doesn't fill a gap, it creates one. The more you rely on it, the harder it becomes to connect with real people. It's like drinking salt water when you're thirsty. It never satisfies, and it only makes you need more. But the most dangerous societal message of all: the fear of missing out. This is what keeps people watching even when they know it's harming them. They think, if I quit, will I be missing out on something amazing? Will I regret it? This fear is completely irrational, but it's powerful. It's the same fear that keeps gamblers pulling the slot machine lever, the same fear that keeps smokers lighting up just one more cigarette. It's the fear that maybe, just maybe, they need this thing to be happy. And it's completely false. This is why Easy Peasy works. It removes the fear. It doesn't tell you to fight urges. It shows you that the urges were never real in the first place. It proves that there's nothing to lose by quitting and everything to gain. The moment you see through the brainwashing, the addiction collapses. So here's the final takeaway: what if quitting isn't the sacrifice you think it is? What if the real sacrifice is staying addicted? Losing time, losing confidence, losing real relationships? What if the only thing stopping you from quitting is a lie? And if that's true, then why not walk away now? That's it for today's episode of the Methodcast, If this spoke to you, don't just let it sit in your mind, act on it. And if you know someone who needs to hear this, share it with them. Because the only thing stronger than brainwashing is the truth. Hey, if this hit home for you, share it, like it, or leave a comment. It just might be the lifeline someone else needs. Together, we're choosing clarity over confusion, truth over illusion. Keep rising, keep trusting. You're not behind, you're becoming. You never know who might need this shift in perspective. We're all in this together, finding freedom and building lives that truly light us up. Until next time, keep showing up for yourself, stay curious, and most of all, trust that you've got this.